Welcome to the series of these filters. We already saw what is a filter, and in last video, we did see how to create a filter for validation. In this video, we are going to see how to create a filter for exception. We already have seen that filters will save the repetition of code. That means you do not have to repeat the code if you create a filter on most of the action methods. In this case, if you want to throw an exception, then how do we handle it with the filter? Here's a simple action method of type put. And I have created a filter of custom exception filter. You can see that over here. The filter is right over here. We have to inherit from exception filter to create exception filter. On exception is the method of the filter, which we need to provide the definition. In that, I have created a JSON result where we have created a new exception type, and we have provided the message as well. Now, it's completely your choice. You can throw an exception. You can create a new object of exception as well. I have also set the status code to 500, which indicates that it's a server-side error. I've indicated the exception handling is equal to true, and I'm returning back the result that we have just created. Do not forget to register the filter in the startup, that is in the configure services. So here, since it's a controller with views, I'm configuring it accordingly. I'm adding the filter that we have just created to the filters collection. Now, let's go ahead and check if the filter would work properly or not. Just going to throw an exception, the testing custom exception filter. And here, we're just providing the method. Whatever message we are getting, we are passing it across. Let's check the working. Here we go. Once it gets executed, that's the put method that we want to test. It's just going to throw the exception in our case. Well, yes, it does throw the exception. Now, what would be the end result? You can notice that it's in 500, which is an internal server error. And the exception name is custom error. And the message that we would like to pass across. A very effective way to handle exceptions in APIs.